Eastern, right here on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am Fred Dreyer, sitting here strapped in at 60,000 feet with my good friend Paul Stern, and we are dive bombing the pernicious peddlers of the pornographic politic as we speak. When we last left you, we were discussing, I guess, Republican politics, Paul. What is on the agenda, who the players are, what is going on, and you repeat the question you asked me off camera here. Just
of all the candidates that we've mentioned, we kind of have glossed over just a touch Rick Perry, Texas's Rick Perry, the former governor there of Texas, and whether or not he's kind of is he due for a surge? Is it possible? He's kind of one of one of the leading contenders of the Republicans, and perhaps is he sitting in the background, kind of waiting to perhaps make a move?
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I mean, the more you see Rick Perry, the more I'm disappointed. I want to like him. I don't know if he's an anecdote to Mitt Romney and what the fears are of Romney. Let's discuss Romney for a moment. He's been in the hunt for a while. He's got the favor of corporate money. Remember, Republican Party, Republican conservatism has always gotten its money and support from the business community. Excuse me, and Democrats get it through taxation and unions. And so they're constantly at each other's throat, pointing to one another for improprieties and how you get your money, where you get it, so forth and so on. But the big money, is behind Romney early, and that's for sure. When Perry got into it, he had the promise of going after Texas business oil money, going after his share of the money that is allotted to the candidate to promote corporate and Republican left of center politics. The same politics that George W. Bush and Karl Rove went after with compassionate conservatism, which was, as we know, was a terribly flawed position to take. It got him elected, barely, but we saw what compassionate conservatism did. Well, I think that Rick Perry seems to be right out of that mold. He'll talk to you all day long about jobs and about the structure of things and about a philosophy and about what he's done positively, which is true in Texas, for jobs. But you've also got to ask yourself, is he conservative? And when he started mentioning giving money to illegal aliens for education, to me that told me he's left of center. He's not a Tea Partier. It's going to separate him. And it's going to hurt him, I think, in the long run. I think he's being defined as what he is weak. He can't articulate. He's soft when he's pushed, and I don't think people like the way he articulates himself or specifically how he defends himself. I don't want to say fights, but I'm getting into what happened yesterday. I think it's a terrible mistake for Rick Perry to, and for Romney for that matter, to be that contentious with one another. You notice where they had the top four candidates, they had Romney and Perry and Newt and then Bachmann. So when you had one single shot of the group, all four contestants were in the same shot, responding to Perry and Romney's argument. And it pushed me away from liking either one of those two guys. And I watched Newt very carefully through the whole thing. He is really together. He's only concerned about listening now, and I think that he's laying in the weeds. I do believe that he can come in here in the next 3 months, certainly by Iowa, and if he can make a real strong showing in Iowa as a Tea Partier, and one who can articulate, I think he'll certainly. By that time, I think Perry will have been defined out of the race. I just don't think that America is going to support and get behind Rick Perry at this point in time. It appears that Romney is stuck at 27%. I think that's purposeful that he's there, and I think it's a good thing that he's there because 75% of the vote is yet to be counted. And what's going to be fun is to see how everybody separates. And I'm betting on Perry falling out, Bachmann taking her place, and Newt coming in to be a strong second contender to Mitt Romney. But that needs to be worked itself out, and that's the fun of all this stuff. And we'll discuss more of this when we get back. You're listening to the Fred Dreyer radio program here on CRN Digital Talk Radio. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, remember when you were 18 with boundless energy and the stamina to do anything you wanted, anytime? Wish you could relive your glory days and have the testosterone of your teenage years with the experience and skill you have today?